Hi guys, welcome to another audio video elaborating Job 15 of the King James Version Bible. And it reads, Then answered Eliphaz the Temanite and said, Should a wise man utter vain knowledge and fill his belly with the east wind? Should he reason with unprofitable talk, or with speeches wherewith he can do no good? Yea, thou castest off fear, and restrainest prayer before God. For thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty. Thine own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yea, thine own lips testify against thee. Art thou the first man that was born, or wast thou made before the ills? Hast thou heard the secret of God, and dost thou restrain wisdom to thyself? What knowest thou that we know not? What understandest thou which is not in us? With us are both the grey-headed and very aged men, much elder than thy father. Are the consolations of God small with thee? Is there any secret thing with thee? Why doth thine heart carry thee away? And what do thy eyes wink at? That thou turnest thy spirit against God, and lettest such words go out of thy mouth. What is man that he should be clean? And he which is born of a woman, that he should be righteous. Behold, he putteth no trust in his saints. Yea, the heavens are not clean in his sight. How much more abominable and filthy is man, which drinketh iniquity like water? I will shew thee, hear me, and that which I have seen I will declare, which wise men have told from their fathers, and have not hid it. Unto whom alone the earth was given, and no stranger passed among them. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of years is hidden to the oppressor. A dreadful sound is in his hairs. In prosperity the destroyer shall come upon him. He believeth not that he shall return out of darkness, and he is waited for of the sword. He wandereth abroad for bread, saying, Where is it? He knoweth that the day of darkness is ready at his hand. Trouble and anguish shall make him afraid. They shall prevail against him as a king ready to the battle. For he stretcheth out his hand against God, and strengtheneth himself against the Almighty. He runneth upon him, even on his neck, upon the thick bosses of his bucklers, because he covereth his face with his fatness, and maketh collops of fat on his flanks. And he dwelleth in desolate cities, and in houses which no man inhabiteth, which are ready to become heaps. He shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue, neither shall he prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth. He shall not depart out of darkness, the flame shall dry up his branches, and by the breath of his mouth shall he go away. Let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. It shall be accomplished before his time, and his branch shall not be green. He shall shake off his unripe grape as the vine, and he shall cast off his flower as the olive. For the congregation, of hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepareth deceit. Alright, guys, so here we see where Eliphaz is answering Job. And he's saying, What do you know that I don't know? What are you trying to say? You're righteous? You're more righteous than anybody? Even the angels in heaven are not considered to be righteous. So righteous that they're there before God to sit and say that they're righteous and holy. And you, a mere man, want to say that you're holy? And he basically misconstrued what Job was saying, And that goes to show the level of knowledge that he truly has and his interpretational skills. Well, not his interpretational skills, but just how caught up in himself he is that he is ignorant and decides that he does not want to actually listen with a open mind to actually hear what Job was actually saying, and not in himself misinterpret what Job was saying to mean that Job was trying to exalt himself and to remove himself and say that he is holy and he is righteous, so all this should not be happening to him. Okay, and in a little way, that's what Job is doing, but he's not doing it in the way that Eliphaz is saying, because he's not saying, oh, he's so righteous. He's asking God. So he's not saying, he's asking. So there's a difference. Eliphaz is here saying he's saying that he is, but he's asking God what he has done. That's what Job is doing, asking God, what wrong have I done so that I'm being punished? What bad could I have done so much that I'm being punished? Is it that the sins of my youth are coming upon me? Is that what is happening? So he's questioning, and everyone would question. We're human beings. It's in our nature to want to know things. And that's why God gave us his word, so that we can learn about things and not learn about it from the world and not learn about it through alternate sources that may give misinformation, but to learn these things through his words to us that he inspired his prophets and saints to write. And here it is that we have this knowledge now that we can utilize it. And that's just how it is. And Job acknowledged that he does not know everything and that he's not holier than thou, as Eliphaz is trying to basically depict here. He's not that way. And so we know that it's not just Eliphaz's mind, because his mind is being clouded by the angel that came to him, which he said that he could not discern what spirit it was. So he's not basically speaking freely of himself. His judgment has been contaminated. Not contaminated. It has been how do I put this though? It's been morphed into a negative thought pattern. So he's not thinking as a friend should at this point in time, because his thoughts have been morphed into negative thoughts by the devil. The angel that visited him, that wasn't an angel of God. But because he wasn't discerning, he did not know all this. He obviously didn't have that discerning spirit, so he didn't understand that it wasn't an angel of light that came to him, but indeed an angel of darkness. And that's where the error was. And based on what I'm reading, the same thing happened also to Bildad and Zoraphah. So that's just it. So guys, this should be a cautionary tale to us, okay? That we should not leave an open door for the devil to come in through, because he will utilize any loophole, any opening that he sees. It could be a minute crack. He will come through. So we need to ensure that we keep our shields up. Ensure that we put on our armor, and ensure that our armor of God is firm and strong. Ensure that you are fully clothed in your armor, and that that it's impenetrable, so that nothing can actually come through, so the devil cannot penetrate it. Alright guys, so that you cannot be used against your families against your family, against your friends, against your loved ones, in the way that the devil is basically using Eliphaz to tempt, yes, because that's what he's doing, to tempt Job and to actually try to force Job to curse God, because that's the aim of the devil here. If you all didn't realize, that's the whole entire aim of the devil in this situation. Go to his friends, go to his elders that are basically esteemed, in that he holds in high esteem, and so we ought to be careful of those that we hold in high esteem also. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you right here. Please remember to continue to walk in your salvation, and if you've not yet gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day.